there's a basic principle in human relationships about your relationship with your bosses. I think that Nyesom Wike is very rude, disrespectful, because Rotimi Amechi is his boss in politics. When he was local government chairman, or was he councillor, during Amechi's second term, it was Rotimi Amechi that helped him to become local government chairman at Obio Apo local government area. He subsequently became chief of staff to Rotimi Amechi. It was Rotimi Amechi that recommended him to become Minister of State for Education in Abuja. So he talks this carelessly about his former boss. I think it's disrespectful. I think he speaks to his character. Number two, this same Nyesom Wike still talking about this hubris. The theory is this, people can double check it. You know, has also abused Peter Odili, Sir Peter Odili, another statesman. He has said publicly that Peter Odili does not qualify to be an elder. This is the same man that he was taken to by Mama Peace, Dr. Patience Jonathan, to help him to become governor. There is no name he has not called Dr. Peter Odili and his wife. He even referred to him as one man and his wife as one woman. This is a statement about character. This same Nyesom Wike says he's fighting for President Jonathan, and that there's nobody in PDP that can stop him, not even Chief Olabode George, whom we refer to as a ground rent debtor. So who will Nyesom Wike not insult? Senator John Mbata, who was his godfather at a point, he insulted him too. And he has shown signal that he's also going to insult President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In that interview, he pointed out that if he had known that President Tinubu was going to declare a state of emergency in Rivers, he would have offered a different kind of advice. That's already a signal to President Tinubu to know that this man you are dealing with is only interested in his own interests, permanent interests, not permanent friends. And so President Tinubu should beware, because tomorrow he will abuse this same President Tinubu. He says nobody can touch him in PDP. Okay, what does that mean? He's saying that, yes, it's possible for a man to be everywhere as long as his personal interest is involved. So these are the questions to be raised about the hubris of Nyesom Wike. I think that is the major.
Barrister, Ruben Agbati, or Abati, sorry, some people have tried to correct me for this pronunciation, etc. So I think it's Ruben Abati. Abati, I was Ruben Abati from of Arise TV. Barrister, this man just dissected who Wike is, his personality, which talked about, now taking us back to the issue of loyalty. Wike has literally and massively, unrepentantly done exactly what he is saying, he's accusing Fubara of doing against him. Can you give us the difference between Wike and who is, when it comes to betrayal of their masters or their godfathers, who can you say is leading between Wike and El-Rufai? Because El-Rufai has literally done similar thing. He did it to his godfathers too. He has insulted Atiku. He has insulted Obasanjo. He has insulted everyone, all the people that made him who he is today, politically. So the same thing with Wike. Wike has probably, I think Wike should carry the order of the day, sort of. So I don't know. What is your thought on this? This man, Ruben, really dismantled Wike's ego.
Well, one thing that you have to note from what Abati said is, and what you have yourself mentioned, is the permanent interest of Wike as against any other issue. And in that category, you have to put three of them in the same category. Wike, President Tinubu, Rufai, and possibly other Nigerian politicians, they operate in the same way. Tinubu is the same way, the same operator in that same way. Rufai is the same person, the same way he operates.
Yeah, but Tinubu never exhibited. Let me play the devil's advocate here. To be fair to Tinubu, Tinubu was, I know, he never had any godfather. That's in the world, so we can't. He has not been tested on that front.
Please, let's get it. Afenifere brought Tinubu, made him governor of Lagos State. It was Afenifere that made him the governor, and he turned against them, made sure that they no longer had power. He demystified the whole Afenifere and reduced them to a redundant body till today with abuses. So there's he had a godfather. It's not true that the leaders of Afenifere literally forced him as governor of Lagos State during the AD when they were AD. They were in effective control of politics of the Southwest. Yeah, okay. He wormed his way into them, presented himself as a loyal and pliant person until he got what he wanted, the governor, and became strong and powerful. And then he shoved them aside. So what we are saying is that each of them bear the same characteristics. They have the same traits. They are resolute when it comes to their permanent and personal interests. They are going to, everybody at each point calculates his interests and works singularly in that respect.
Yeah, okay. Now, okay, is it possible? Let's go this way. I understand permanent politicians are like that, but these three people you just mentioned, their own stands out because it goes beyond personal interest. Now, can't you even betray people, the hands that fed you, yet not insult them, not call them names publicly, not denigrate them publicly, not demean them publicly? Can't you do that?
That is why these three people stand out. Because betrayal is the cardinal thing in Nigerian politics.
Yes.
In this politics of chop and chop. Yeah. It is normal. It is understood by everybody that when power shifts, even your servant will shift to the next distance. It's understood. But their actions, the level, not just the level of betrayal, coupled with the insults and undermining their godfathers or the people who have helped them, is what stands them out apart from the others, and why we have to pick them out and not other people. They are the extreme of betrayal. They are the extreme of psychophancy. They are the extreme of pursuit of personal interest. They are the extreme in this way. That's why they stand out far and over and above other Nigerian politicians.
Yeah.
Remember what it was Atiku Abubakar that brought Rufai into national prominence.
Yeah.
Like I said, back in first term of Obasanjo, that Obasanjo left the economy, left the internal affairs of Nigeria in the hands of Atiku. It was Atiku that brought him into privatization, and later they made him minister. There's nothing there's no abuse that he has not put on Atiku. There's none that he has not put on Obasanjo. There's none that he has not put on anybody. There's a time he said that there's no elder in the north, that he himself was an elder. There's nothing that even Buhari, he fought Buhari towards the end of Buhari's term. And if it is not for Buhari, Rufai would not have won the governorship of Kano. It was the hurricane of Kaduna. It was Buhari's hurricane that brought people like Rufai into the governorship, and many other governors in the north. They rode on the coattails of Buhari to become governors and to have the power they had. So if you are talking of loyalty, disrespect of elders, disrespect of people who helped them, biting the fingers of those who help them. These three characters, they go hand in hand. But the loquaciousness of Wike stands out above every other person. Rufai, sometimes he does not even respond. But there is nothing that you will say to Wike that he will not, even a small child, if a small child throws a stone at Wike, he will stop and respond. There's nobody that has ever said anything against Wike that Wike has not responded. So his own stands out far and above, but the traits and characteristics of the three of them are all the